we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jones looking to throw right away. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think we'd have to say that last season it was an excellent move for Kendrick Bourne to sign with the New England Patriots. Set career highs in catches and yards, and even ran the jet sweep to great effectiveness. They love to get it to him at any level on the field, and he rewards them there with a first down.
On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. Open man is Bourne. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones being chased out left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jones now on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll get it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off-play action. Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. There he goes, right side.
That's what he is, baby. That's what he is.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Now a first down carry for Harris. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
On play action, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled up.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Stevenson gets it again on second down. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. Off the play fake. Jones. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Got the connection here to Bourne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Back to throw. Jones. Pass complete once again to Bourne. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones eluding the pressure right. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. In motion, Hill.
Red, cycle. Steal. Check, steal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 84 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. That's to Myers, and what a grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A lane there to run as Mostert able to get about 7 there on first down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Gets this one to Hill. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 28-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
To try again after the sack. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I, have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this...
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Off play action. Jones. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. He's got a man. Complete. The 30. 10. 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Jones flushed out right. That's caught by Myers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 31. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball down. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Ultra, go ultra.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. But he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Sanders on for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Jones now on 1st and 10. They set up the screen for Stevenson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Yellow, 22. Ready?
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go, sir.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Steal, flat. Hut, hut.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Being chased out left. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Throwing again on second down. Tua. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win. So for the Dolphins, it's a fantastic start as they